Wycliffe Oparanya, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to ride on protocols already established. The International Labour Organization is the UN agency for the world of work. In his message on World MSME Day, the Director General of the ILO highlights the critical role of MSMEs as engines of economic growth, innovation, catalysts of social justice, and decent work. And Your Excellency, you have just experienced some of the great innovations that the MSMEs are exhibiting today. Globally, MSMEs generate employment for 2.3 billion people, particularly for women, youth, and marginalized communities often excluded from formal economic structures. In Kenya, this number is up of 90%. You would all agree that's quite substantive. MSMEs are crucial in advancing inclusive growth, productive employment, and decent work. In fact, we cannot speak about employment creation in any country around the world without the critical role of the MSMEs. Addressing barriers that hinder MSMEs from playing an even more impactful role is at the heart of the ILO's mandate and work in Kenya. And some of these, of course, have already been mentioned: access to affordable finance, the digital divide, shortage of skilled human capital, and poor working conditions due to the high levels of informality. SMEs, as my colleague from the UN just spoke, are also more vulnerable in times of crisis like what was experienced this week. What, therefore, are we doing to support MSME growth in Kenya, Your Excellency? One is supporting the governance frameworks for the SME sector, including the MSME policy that is now going through public participation, the State Department strategic plan, which will be launched later today. And we are also supporting cooperatives, because cooperatives and MSMEs are interlinked, as evidenced by the mandate of the ministry that you have set up. The ILO has supported the Kenya Cooperative Sector Transformation Strategy, which has shaped the State Department strategy and the review of the bill and regulations. Two, we are working on business development. Contrary to popular belief, not everyone can run a business. We need the tools to be able to do that and do it successfully so that there is scale and subsequently employment creation. The ILO has the world's most widely used entrepreneurship training model in the world. It is called the Start and Improve Your Business. This tool meets entrepreneurs where they are, at the point of thinking of a business idea or at the point of growth. We've rolled out a network of trainers with key business support institutions, including the Chamber of Commerce, the Women Enterprise Fund, etc. And so that these trainers support existing funding frameworks, whether it's the Hustler Fund, etc. And these we also accompany with financial literacy, so that when people get their Hustler Fund, when they fully at whatever time, that this is actually going towards not just consumerism, but also growth of business. We are also supporting transitions from informality to formality, working closely with the Juakali Federation, the Chambers of Commerce. At the county level, we are providing capacity building on the how, because we talk about formalization, but as a small business with one person, two people, what are the concrete steps that I take to formalize? So we are making it easier to understand and sort of handhold businesses on their formalization journey. Ultimately, formalization of businesses opens up doors to accessing finance, increased productivity, access to markets, and more, but also very importantly, decent jobs. In collaboration with the TVET ecosystem in Kenya, we are supporting responsive skills development so that MSMEs have the talent they need. If we are pressing oil, do we actually know how to press it? And do we have substantial talent to develop that? Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the ILO commits to sustain its technical and financial support to Kenya's MSME sector towards more and decent jobs. Happy World MSME Day, and asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Ms. Njuki. Your Excellency, we'll now transition to the panel discussion. But before that, Your Excellency, sir, Embu University have a song that they wrote specifically for MSMEs, known as Biashara Ndogo. So at this point, I'll ask that the choir stand up and present the song. The song is Biashara Ndogo. And Your Excellency, this is of course in cognizance with how intentional you are with the creative economy. And therefore, we thought it would be prudent to give them a chance and an opportunity to present their song. So Embu University Choir, Biashara Ndogo. Asante sana, Embu University Choir. At this point, Your Excellency, allow me to invite PS Susan Mangeni, who will then introduce her panel and transition to the panel discussion. We can welcome her with a clap. Very good. PS.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, my Waziri, FCPA, Dr. Wycliffe Ambecha Oparanya, the UN representative of the UN resident coordinator, representative of ILO, my strategic partner in the State Department, Kenya Association of Manufacturers, who are our takers, Kenya Bankers Association, Jua Kali na mahasla, mjambo. Your Excellency, allow me just to recognize my colleagues whom I work with closely. They support me in this ecosystem. All PSs who are here with us, kindly stand up so that I can get to recognize you. So we have PS Hinga. He's my biggest market in the affordable housing. Makofi kwake. Thank you, PS Charles. Then we have PS Ololotwa. Huyo ni tourist attraction mkubwa. We have PS for Trade, Dr. Regina, and she will be today sharing with us on how to access these huge markets across the country, across the world. Okay, I think we had several others. So, Your Excellency and all protocols observed, we are humbled. Biashara ndogo, vile tumeambiwa na choir ya kutoka Embu University. We met this choir about 3 weeks ago during the MSME Connect initiative that the ministry, the able leadership of my waziri here, has initiated, bringing the public sector together with the public and private sector so that we can have the dialogue that you encouraged us sometime last year around this time, that we need to activate dialogues across all the sectors of the economy, and we took up that challenge and we're doing. So I am here because